Hi, I'm Dana. I never imagined my own flesh and blood would betray me the way my brother did. Growing up, Max and I were inseparable. He was only 2 years older and always looking out for me. At least that's what I thought until last month's family reunion changed everything. You've outdone yourself this year, Dana, my cousin Lena said, helping me arrange desserts on the patio table. This place looks amazing. Thanks. I wanted everything to be perfect since Aunt Helen's coming all the way from Arizona. And Max is actually showing up? With Veronica? That's a miracle in itself. I laughed. Yeah, they've been so busy with their new business venture. Max barely returns my calls these days. What kind of business? Lena asked, eyebrow raised. Some investment thing. He's been pretty vague about it. Lena's face tightened. Be careful with that. My friend lost everything in one of those schemes. This is Max we're talking about. He'd never... Speak of the devil. Lena nodded toward the gate where Max and Veronica made their entrance. My brother hadn't changed much. Same charming smile, designer clothes that screamed success. Veronica clung to his arm, her diamond bracelet catching the sunlight. Little sis! Max rushed over, wrapping me in a bear hug. This place looks great. How's the bakery business? Holding steady. I'm actually looking at expanding soon. Veronica's eyes lit up. Really? You must be doing well then. I've been saving for years, I said proudly. Finally have enough to lease that corner location downtown. Smart girl, Max said, squeezing my shoulder. Speaking of investments, got a minute to chat later? I've got something that could double that expansion money in 3 months. Before I could respond, Aunt Helen arrived, and the conversation shifted. Throughout the day, Max kept bringing up his investment opportunity, especially after I mentioned my savings account balance when discussing expansion costs with our uncle. 2 days after the reunion, my bank called. Miss Wilson, I'm calling to verify a large transfer from your account, said the representative. What transfer? For $87,000 to Maxwell Wilson yesterday. My stomach dropped. I never authorized that. It was processed with your account credentials and security questions. The world spun around me. Only one person knew all my security answers. The same person I'd grown up with, sharing every secret. Miss Wilson? That's my brother. I didn't authorize anything. I called Max immediately. No answer. Tried Veronica. Straight to voicemail. Then my phone pinged with a text from an unknown number. A video of Max and Veronica laughing in what looked like an airport lounge. To Dana's bakery expansion, Max toasted with champagne. Thanks for funding our early retirement instead. They both dissolved into laughter before the video cut off. I sank to the floor, phone clutched in my trembling hand. When it rang again, it was Lena. Dana! Have you seen what Veronica posted? They're on their way to Bali. Wait, are you crying? What happened? They took everything, Lena. Every penny I saved for the past 8 years. What? How? Max knew all my security questions. We used to share everything growing up. Birth city, first pet, mother's maiden name. It was all just a game to us. I wiped my eyes. The bank says there's nothing they can do since the security verification passed. Lena's voice hardened. That's absolute garbage. Have you called the police? I'm heading there now. I can't believe Max would do this. Believe it. Remember Kevin's wedding last year? Max borrowed $5,000 from him for emergency house repairs and ghosted him after. What? Kevin never said anything. He was embarrassed. And there's more. My brother Tom said Max tried to rope him into some pyramid scheme 6 months ago. I felt sick. Why didn't anyone tell me? He's your brother, Dana. Nobody wanted to be the one to tell you he's become a con artist. After filing the police report, I called our Uncle Frank, a retired detective. I've seen the report, his gruff voice came through the phone. You need more evidence than a video to prove criminal intent. But they admitted it. They could claim it was a joke, that you agreed to loan them the money. You need witnesses, documents, anything showing premeditation. I spent the next day gathering evidence. First stop, my neighbor Mrs. Patel, who'd been at the reunion. Oh yes, she said, pouring tea at her kitchen table. I overheard them on their phone in your garden. The woman, your sister-in-law, she said something about getting access codes and moving quickly before she changes the password. You're sure about this? Crystal clear, dear. I may be 72, but my hearing is perfect. They didn't see me pruning my roses on the other side of the fence. Next was my cousin Eric, who'd always been close with Max. I don't believe it, he said, arms crossed defensively in his living room. Max wouldn't steal from family. He sent me a video laughing about it, Eric. Maybe it's a misunderstanding. Or a prank. A $87,000 prank? Are you serious? Look, Max told me you agreed to invest in his business. He said you were excited about it. That's a lie. I never agreed to anything. Eric shifted uncomfortably. He also asked me for my account details last week. Said he could triple my money. And did you give them to him? No, something felt off. But I didn't think he'd steal from you. My final stop was Aunt Helen. Dana, sweetheart, she said, hugging me tight. I've been so worried since your call. I have something you should see. She handed me her phone. Veronica sent this to our family group chat this morning, but then deleted it. I saved the screenshot. It was a message from Veronica. Living the dream in Bali thanks to Dana's generosity. Don't worry, everyone, she loaned us the money fair and square. Anyone else want to invest in our future? Max knows all the family security questions. That's my smoking gun, I whispered. There's more, Aunt Helen said quietly. I have emails from Max asking about your financial situation. He wanted to know how much you'd saved, when you'd access it for the bakery. I stared at her. You have proof he was planning this? Yes, and I'm going to help you take him down. A week later, my phone rang. Max's name flashed on the screen. You've reached Dana. I can't come to the phone right now because my brother stole my life savings. Very funny, sis. Max's voice was tight. We need to talk. Now you want to talk? After stealing everything I worked for? It wasn't stealing. It was an investment opportunity. That I never agreed to. You hacked my account. Such dramatic language. I used information you freely shared with me. To steal $87,000? Look, things got a little out of hand with the video. Veronica had too much champagne. It was a bad joke. A joke? My voice rose. You think this is funny? Of course not. But it's just money, Dana. Family is more important. Exactly, family. And you betrayed that? Veronica's voice suddenly cut in. Oh my God, she's still whining about this? Put her on speaker. Hey, Dana, she said sweetly. Look, we were going to triple your investment. It's not our fault the deal fell through. What deal? There was never any deal. We spent the money securing our opportunity, Max explained. Things didn't pan out, but we'll pay you back eventually. Spent it? All of it? In a week? Investments require capital, sis. We had expenses. The police have screenshots of Veronica bragging about stealing my money, and witnesses who heard you planning it. Silence. Then Veronica's nervous laugh. You called the police on family? That's low, Dana. Lower than theft? We're blood, Max said, voice hardening. You don't do this to blood. Apparently you do. If you don't drop this right now, Veronica hissed, we'll tell everyone you gave us the money for drugs. Your bakery reputation will be ruined. I laughed. Threaten me all you want. I've already filed charges. You stupid bitch, Veronica screamed. We should have taken more. Veronica, shut up, Max snapped. No, she deserves this. Little Miss Perfect with her cute bakery and her savings account. You know what? We're not coming back. Good luck proving anything. Actually, I said calmly, you will be coming back. The FBI doesn't take kindly to interstate wire fraud or international flight to avoid prosecution. The FBI? Max's voice cracked. You're bluffing. Check your email. There was silence, then muffled cursing as Max presumably saw the formal FBI notice I'd forwarded. Dana, please. His voice softened desperately. I'm your brother. We can work this out. I'll pay you back double, I swear. Too late. I'm sorry, okay? I made a terrible mistake. We both did. Please, Dana. You know what I remember, Max? When we were kids and you broke Mom's vase, you told me family forgives each other no matter what, but there are some things that can't be forgiven. What do you want me to say? He was shouting now. That I'm garbage? Fine, I'm garbage, but don't do this. The authorities will meet your flight when it lands. Goodbye, Max. Dana, don't you dare hang up. I'll make you regret this. I ended the call as someone knocked on my front door. 2 FBI agents stood on my doorstep. Miss Wilson? I'm Agent Ramirez. This is Agent Cho. We're here about the wire fraud case involving Maxwell and Veronica Wilson. Please come in. I have everything ready. After reviewing my evidence, Agent Ramirez nodded. This is very thorough. The international angle escalated this considerably. Will they be arrested when they return? They're already in custody, Agent Cho said, checking her phone. Picked up at their hotel in Bali 2 hours ago. Indonesian authorities are cooperating due to similar complaints filed there. Similar complaints? Apparently, you weren't their only victim. 3 other individuals came forward with nearly identical stories. 6 months later, I sat in the courtroom watching Max and Veronica enter in handcuffs. They'd been extradited back to face multiple charges of fraud, identity theft, and money laundering. Max caught my eye, his expression pleading. I turned away. After the hearing, he approached under the watch of his attorney. Dana, please. One conversation, that's all I'm asking. We have nothing to discuss. I've lost everything. My freedom, my reputation. Don't let me lose my sister, too. You threw me away for $87,000, remember? I was desperate. The debts, Veronica's spending. I wasn't thinking straight. And now you want forgiveness because you got caught. I want to make amends. I'll do anything. There's nothing you can do. That money was more than just dollars. It was 8 years of early mornings, late nights, missed vacations, and endless sacrifices. I know, and I'm sorry. Sorry doesn't rebuild my life. I cut him off. The court ordered restitution, but we both know I'll never see that money. You've made sure of that. Then what do you want from me? Nothing. Not one single thing. As Max was led away, Lena approached with Aunt Helen and Uncle Frank. You did it, Lena said, hugging me tight. How are you feeling? Aunt Helen asked. Lighter, I answered honestly, like I can finally move forward. Uncle Frank squeezed my shoulder. The bakery expansion loan was approved this morning. Congratulations. Later that evening, we gathered at my apartment to celebrate. A toast, Uncle Frank raised his glass. To Dana, who taught us all that standing up for yourself isn't just right, it's necessary. And to new beginnings, added Aunt Helen. I still can't believe they'll serve actual time, Lena said. 5 years minimum, I confirmed. Plus the other victims' cases. Do you think you'll ever speak to him again? Lena asked quietly. I considered this, watching the sunset through my window. Some betrayals can't be undone. Some trust can't be rebuilt. But he's your brother. Was, I corrected. Family isn't just blood. It's loyalty, honesty, respect. The people in this room right now, that's my real family. Later, as everyone was leaving, Aunt Helen lingered. You know what I admire most? She said. You didn't let this break you. You fought back. I had no choice. We always have choices, Dana. You chose courage. I smiled as I closed the door behind her, feeling something I hadn't expected. Peace. Not because justice had been served, but because I'd learned something valuable about myself. Have you ever had someone you trusted completely betray you? What did you do? Share your story in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more real-life drama.